God almighty. It's all I can do to keep the damn thing level. I think we shall have to turn back. Any idea of our position?
Navigator to pilot. You haven't been steering a steady course for quite some time. My compass has gone too. I can't get any bearings in this storm.
It's no good. I'm turning back. I'm going on a reciprocal until you can get us a fix. Let's hope we're not going round in a circle.
Navigator to pilot. There's still no joy with the radio, but you are well clear of the French coast. Turn onto 010 and start letting down for Tangmere. God, what's happening?
We've been hit. The port engine's gone. I'm feathering now. Crew, put on parachutes. Anyone hurt back there? Check the passenger.
Passenger here. I think your dispatcher is dead.
She won't fly. I can only just hold the damn thing level. Wireless operator to pilot. There's a hole where the control cables run. I'm losing control. Pilot crew, bail out. Bail out. Wireless operator, you're responsible for the passenger.
Navigator to pilot. Navigator bailing out.
Wireless operator bailing out.
All you've got to do is jump, sir. I've hooked you to the static line. The bridge must be destroyed. For God's sake, jump!
That's straight. Come down and on the left.
Oh, about time. Where have you been? I was just beginning to think... Oh.
Come on, I'll get you a drink.
No, I haven't got time.
Yes, of course you have 2 minutes, that's all.
Put these in water straight away. It's all very well for you playing the patron, leaving us to do the hard work. You don't seem to realise in 24 hours we'll be open. What's this?
Looks like a ring to
I
me.
can see it's a ring. Oh, someone must have left it.
Yes, I suppose so.
Wonder who it belongs to.
I know who it belongs to.
Who?
You.
Me?
Well, I told you how to go out shopping. Just pick that up on the way. Do you like it?
Oh, I'll bet it's lovely. Thank you.
Put it on. Let's have a look at it.
Looks marvellous, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'd like to wear it this way. Unless you tell me I shouldn't. May I?
Of course, but...
But what?
Well, the way things are, maybe a long time before we can think of actually getting married. As long as you understand that.
Well, there.
Hello, Paul, my friend.
Monique.
Hello.
Inspector, how are you?
Oh, pretty well. I thought you were having your grand opening night tomorrow.
If it was left to him, we wouldn't. He prefers shopping to hard work.
I hear you're looking for a pianist.
Yes, but so far, Paul.
Well, I may have someone who could be useful to you.
Oh, good.
Max. Let me introduce Max Brocard.
I think I may have met Monsieur Brocard before, a long time ago. Forging then, wasn't it?
Yes, still is. That's what suggested him to me. With that bank manager dead, you need one. On tap. Can we talk to Yvette?
Who's Yvette?
Now, she gives the orders round here. That's all you need to know. She won't be back for a couple of days. Better come in.
Albert Foiret would be delighted to welcome you. Music, dancing. He's moving up in the world.
He must have done very well out of the old place. Hoping to make more use of his German contacts, it seems.
We had the gravest suspicions of Albert Foiret and his associates at one time, I remember.
Yeah. But there was nothing. Nothing to connect them with any subversive organization. It was Foiret who reported the man Curtis to us. Wasn't that also a previous occasion?
Yes. Yes, I'm sure he's no more than just another black marketeer trying to ingratiate himself.
Will you go?
Possibly.
Maybe we could take Monsieur Duvivier, who helps us so willingly.
Gisslan? Yes, it's for you.
Oh, thank you. Brent. Yeah? Any survivors? Aircraft? Are you positive of that? Yes, I do. Yes, I will. Thank you. Oh, very odd.
What?
Well, last night, a single plane was shot down. One man bailed out, it seems, because a parachute was found. The rest of the crew were killed in the crash. But the wreckage, it's been identified as an RAF Dakota.
Well?
The Dakota's a transport aircraft. Well, why should such a plane be sent over hostile territory on its own, carrying only one passenger?
Max is a good pianist.
It's the hands, you know. You must have the right kind of hands.
3 years in prison didn't spoil him then.
Oh, please don't remind me. They recovered, thankfully.
That was before the war, Albert. He hasn't been too bad since then, until recently.
Oh, these days we're all friends. Hey, Inspector?
Last time I heard, you were called up on the outbreak of war and deserted 4 weeks later.
There was nothing to do. It was so boring.
He rejoined just before the Germans invaded, although he promoted himself to lieutenant first.
Yes, I prefer the uniform. I didn't like being a private.
Well, what then?
Well, I was taken prisoner at Fort Ibn Emal, and then they sent me to a ghastly prisoner of war camp in Silesia. I didn't like that very much either.
You escaped.
He walked out, using his own set of release documents, made his way back to Brussels, and came to see me. Well, was I to hand him back to the Germans?
Well, you owed me that. It was you that put me away in the first place.
Now Gaston's dead, you need someone. Someone here when you need him. As your pianist, his cover is good. What do you say?
All right. I can use him.
I must go. Good luck. But don't presume too much. I'm still a policeman.
Yes, that's your only weakness, Inspector. If it wasn't for that, you'd be a very nice man.
Paul, you know how careful we have to be. Can we trust him?
I think so.
Are you sure?
Yes. Give my love to Yvette.
Right, thanks. Your name used not to be Max Brocard, as I recall.
Times change. Men change with them. It's an old quotation. Well, you don't imagine I call myself Brocard, do you? The inspector was kind enough to provide me with genuine papers.
Why did he give you two sets?
He didn't. One's genuine, one's not. You tell me which. My references.
Where are you staying?
Here, there, nowhere, anywhere. I live out of a suitcase. Yes. I want this entire area searched. And I want to see every piece of debris. Maps, charts, anything you can find.
No problem? No. Anything to go back to London? No, not this time. Hey! Hey, where's he going? I'm staying over. I have to see Yvette. But she's down the line. Albert, then. Someone. It's urgent. Look, I was told you were just supposed to hand these over. I have other instructions. Now, for God's sake, let's get away from here.
You had no right to make alarm bring you here, uninvited. An agent the Gestapo would give their eye teeth for.
I had to take that chance. I shall be flown back as soon as possible.
Damn you! If you want to get yourself tortured and killed, that's your business, but... You should have known better.
What else could I do? The plane had gone.
You could have shot him.
Look here, I understand how you feel, but it was necessary. I'll explain why in a moment.
Do you mind?
Good night.
Good night, fella.
We felt Lifeline could use some funds. Now, let me explain
just
why
a minute.
London...
My new restaurant first. Selling the old Candide. That only raised half the money.
The cash is here, but London badly needs your cooperation.
There were no conditions. I mean, London agreed that a place like this, where we could cater for German officers, would be worth supporting. Means a better cover. Safer. Chance of overhearing indiscretions, getting information. I wasn't aware that put me under any obligation.
No. To complete the purchase.
Right. Now you can tell me why you put all our lives at risk.
I was hoping to find the navigator's charts, but not so far. However, this was flung clear of the wreckage.
along, Brunt. I had just gone to bed when you telephoned.
A man's personal possessions, Herr Sturmbannführer.
I can see that.
This man, a tropical uniform of a brigadier general in the British Army, and a staff officer.
Brigadier Markham's on the planning staff. The plans were urgently required at General Alexander's headquarters. The Dakota was en route to Gibraltar, then Malta to refuel.
Then how did it come to crash near the Belgian border?
We tracked the aircraft as far as we could. We know it flew into an electrical storm, which made the instruments useless and blotted out the radio. We don't know what finally happened to the aircraft, nor do we know what's happened to Brigadier Markham, whether he's alive or dead.
It's guesswork, of course, but the most likely destination for a brigadier general who needed tropical uniform would be
North Africa.
Exactly. Probably via Malta.
A brigadier general. He could be on Alexander's staff.
Being flown back from London.
Why take the risk of flying? He could have gone by ship or submarine.
If it were urgent, if days counted, or even hours.
You're positive there was nothing else in the wreckage? Documents, plans?
No. We continue the search, of course, but such a man, he would make sure any documents were destroyed.
And the dead men in the plane?
Ah, young. Young aircrew, all of them.
So the parachute?
Yes, I think we can be sure the general is alive somewhere. And not too far away.
If only half this guesswork is correct, documents or not, what such a man would not carry in his head?
As soon as we knew what had happened, arrangements were made to send another aircraft with a duplicate set of plans. But Brigadier Markham knows what's in those plans.
There's nothing anybody can do except hope he's dead.
There's a great deal Lifeline can do.
Oh?
Find out if he's alive.
In which case?
Trace him. Send him down the line with all possible speed.
No, I'm sorry.
London regards this as
We don't take orders from London.
We daren't risk Brigadier Markham being taken prisoner and interrogated.
Then do something about it. You have your own agents. Use them.
There's no time. We badly need your local knowledge. Now, it's essential that...
You have a nice restaurant here. A good business. Half paid for by London.
And after the war?
Then who knows? Perhaps the authorities might feel it not worth the trouble to ask for repayment. It could be yours.
If the Allies win.
If the Germans win, it would certainly be yours. But I expect you've thought of that.
I wish I could make you understand how important this is.
To you?
Conceivably to the entire course of the war.
Only a handful of people know the details, including Brigadier Markham. I only know there could be an offensive in North Africa, which, if successful, might mean the beginning of the end for the Germans. I only know it's codenamed Operation Torch. When, where, strategy, tactics, how many men, guns, tanks, I don't know. But Brigadier Markham does. Now, if the Germans took him, we're not talking about the possibility of finding one man. We're talking about the possibility of the most appalling defeat, or the abandonment of a major Allied offensive.
Perhaps we could try.
Splendid. Thank you.
I've never done a job like this before. I don't know how much it would cost. But perhaps we could move quicker if we spent money.
I see. Money.
Yes.
Would that cover your expenses, do you think?
Probably. This would.
You read? Everything all right? I've had a message from Charles. He picked up another airman. He's being looked after, but they're not completely happy about him. Now, I can't go. Can you?
Of course.
And don't forget, double-check everything. And be careful.
And you. And good luck in Saint-Nazaire.
Bye.
I'm Yvette. You catch the next train to Paris. There you'll be handed over to another guy. I have to go on somewhere else.
You're the boss of this outfit, aren't you?
The less you know about our organization, the better, Sergeant. Now, please, follow me as you've been instructed.
Wait, not yet.
asked to see someone who could help me. I didn't expect a girl. Who are you?
Just someone. You said you were a flyer.
I said I was shot down.
So you're not aircrew?
No.
Well, what?
A passenger.
Your identification, please. Markham, R.G.
Yes.
A passenger going where?
I can't tell you that.
We deal with airmen, not passengers who might be dangerous.
I have to get back to England as soon as possible. I must be got out of enemy-occupied territory. Now, if you're from an escape route, I must be sent down the line at once.
Meanwhile, learning all about us, where you're taken, who we are.
I don't give a damn who you are.
But we care very much who you are, or who you might be.
I'm a Brigadier General in the British Army.
In that case, why were you flying over enemy territory?
I can't say anything about that. You'll just have to trust me.
I don't have to do anything. You're not RAF. You won't explain why you're here. You could well be a German, for all I know. And we don't take chances.
Mr. Montfort, have I all good evening?
Monsieur?
I'm so glad you could find the time. My best table is reserved for you.
Do you know our guest, Monsieur Duvivier?
Of course.
Hello, Albert.
I'm very glad to see you again. This way, gentlemen, please. Serve the wine immediately, please. Thank you. It's a special bottle. I hope you like it. To God.
Thank you. How can you bear to touch scum like Duvivier?
What do you expect me to do? Spit in his face?
The Germans are bad enough, but Belgian Nazis like him. You'll be letting them hold their party meetings here next.
If they pay well enough, yes.
Your name was,
De Vogler, Herr Sturmbannführer.
Erich was at school until a few months ago. The Academy d'East. He was their staff pupil. Why did you volunteer? Shouldn't you have gone on to university?
It was no time to be at school, Herr Major, when the future of Europe, of civilization itself was at stake.
He leaves for the Eastern Front tomorrow.
You're fortunate to be accepted by the Waffen-SS. You'll be serving with the finest soldiers in the world.
I'm well aware of that, Herr Sturmbannführer. It will be a great privilege to join the fight against communism with such men.
Well, good luck.
Thank you, Herr Major.
Good luck. We must have a very good black market supply.
And may I say, Herr Major, Herr Sturmbannführer, what a great honor it is to have been invited to join you.
The Greater Reich needs more young men like you, de Vogler.
I hope you're enjoying the wine, gentlemen.
Oh, it's excellent. First class. That's delightful.
Another bottle of the same, please. No, make that 2 bottles.
Oh, perhaps we should try something more modest. I'm sure this is extravagantly expensive.
Oh, please, Herr Major, this is my pleasure on the house. I want you to come here.
Dans le jardin, l'horloge tisse, et son très là, je poison tombe. Devant ma porte, des bruits lointains, guettant ma porte, je t'en vas, hélas, plus rien ne vient.
Much too old to be a flyer, so I thought it was...
Markham. Brigadier General Markham.
Yes, but how did you know?
Are you sure?
That's what he said, Albert, but the Albert!
No work, no expense, nothing. What an incredible piece of luck.
That was charming. Delightful.
Thank you, Herr Major.
Oh, what a beautiful ring. Are congratulations in order?
Oh, well, it was a charming song. Mayor Brunt, forgive me. I must leave at once. Excuse me.
Inspector Max is wonderful. What a find.
Yes, thank you very much, Paul.
Why did you...
Monsieur, forgive us. Duty calls.
Of course.
But our thanks.
Good night, Herr Mayor. I owe you a drink for Max, Inspector.
The weapon used was probably a sheath knife. The girl's description of the murder was sketchy, as you can see. It was all over in seconds.
The girl's probably lying. The odds are she's an accomplice. She could have led him to that spot.
Oh, no. She's a respectable girl. I know the family. Your officer was a frequent visitor. There'd even been talk of marriage.
Marriage?
I'm certain the girl's not involved, Herr Sturmbannführer. She's deeply distressed. And I'd know if it wasn't real, I promise you. We're doing everything we can, Herr Sturmbannführer.
You have until 3 p.m.
3?
Today. I want him by then.
That's impossible.
You have until 3 o'clock this afternoon to arrest this man your way, Inspector. If not, we shall find out who he is my way. And I'll anticipate that by seeing this girl myself.
These are your papers. You're being sent down the line as a special parcel.
Express delivery, huh?
You must be very important.
Not especially. But there are things I know too much about.
Yes? I'll send him in. Well?
Not yet, Herr Sturmbannführer, but...
That's all, Inspector. You may go.
If you could give us another day, a few hours even.
Inspector DeLong, 20 hostages will now be taken at random. Starting tomorrow, 1 per day will be shot, unless the killer is handed over or gives himself up. The executions will stop when we have this man and not before. Get me Hauptmann Schmidt. He's expecting to hear from me.
Nicht gehen. Decklupe, dann werden wir die Straßenbahn fahren, glaubst du? Lass uns das schnell zu Ende bringen. 17, 18, 19, 20, genug. Gut, das wär's.
Just a minute. What's happening? Please. There's a friend of mine. Let me go too.
Get out of the way. And think yourself lucky.
They just took 20 people.
Why?
No one knows.
Where were they taken?
I don't know, Albert.
Oh, damn! If he's interrogated, he'll give himself away. And he knows some of us now. He knows you.
You are Jacques Canet, occupation clerk. Before each hostage is shot, he is to be interrogated as a matter of routine. If you're working your way along the corridor, this one will be number 3.
I don't know what's so special about this fellow. London replied almost at once as if security didn't matter. But they're taking a terrible chance. Germans are monitoring.
I don't know what all the fuss is about. Let the Germans shoot him. And then what does it matter how much he knows about what? End of problem.
That could make sense, Albert.
Yeah, well, maybe not. London said imperative. Repeat imperative. Secure release of your guest.
Oh, that's marvellous. Well, let them come and do it.
Shut up. No, there was more. Can't risk him being interrogated. Vital this prevented at any costs. Repeat at any cost.
Oh, aren't they wonderful? Safe in London. At any cost, repeat at any cost.
Shut up!
The police could find the murderer.
No, that's out of the question. If we could find him, hand him over ourselves.
If the police can't, how can we?
Well, we have all sorts of contacts. Men in the underworld, criminals themselves.
So the police are their own informants if they can't find this man.
What the hell do you lot know about so-called criminals? They wouldn't lift a finger to help you. And nor would I.
Oh, come on, Max. You heard what London said.
Oh, to hell with London! You talk about a murderer. Murderer? A man that killed a Gestapo officer. Although that man wasn't wearing a uniform, he was a soldier doing his job, killing Germans. And good luck to him.
This German and the girl were known to be friends. Now, they used to take the same route home. It's got to be the work of another organization. If we only knew who it was, which one it was, we could talk to them.
The communists.
Well, yeah.
They wouldn't talk to us. They're after their own ends.
At least they killed Germans.
Well, if it is them, we want to know which group. Have you any ideas?
Why me?
You seem to approve of their methods. I wondered if you had any contact with them.
My dear Albert, how would I make a dishonest living if there was no private property? I'm merely saying that whoever killed that German, I wouldn't hand him over to be tortured and killed. Would you? Would you? Would you?
You're forgetting the hostages, Max. 20 people. What about them?
Well, no one wants to see them die. But if the Germans start shooting hostages, that can only strengthen the resistance. Now, can that be a bad thing?
I don't always believe the end justifies the means.
Oh, all this talk's a waste of time. There's no way we could find him, even if we wanted to.
Right. So you'll just have to hope that they shoot him without questioning him.
Well, of course they'll question him. They always do. Anyone they pick up, that's the way they are. You talk about killing Germans. What this man knows to get thousands of men killed, men fighting on our side.
How?
Well, you sit there saying, let the hostages be shot, because that'll strengthen the resistance.
If there's anything to be done, I'll do it. Is there?
No.
Right. Well, I will conserve my emotional energy until there is. I'm tired. Anyone else feel like going to bed?
There could be something. Perhaps.
Albert, good morning.
Good morning, Doctor.
Oh, what's the matter with you?
I think I've got a touch of bronchitis.
You haven't had that for a long time.
No, I was hoping I'd got rid of it.
All right. Take your shirt off. Let's have a look at you.
Right.
It's not Yvette. Nothing's happened.
No, no. We need something from you very badly.
Well, of course, anything I can do, you know that.
A dead body.
What?
A dead body, Pascal.
Records, relatives...
Doesn't matter
funerals.
what he looks like, so long as he's medium height and build, in his 30s and recently dead.
Albert, men of 30 do not drop down dead as often as all that.
All right. Suggest something else.
I can't. Let me think. I give my services to a charitable organization. Deals with down-and-outs, derelicts, and... Oh.
I'll try anything, but today, Now.
I've got patients to see, calls to make.
Pascal, we have no idea when our friend will be interrogated. It may be too late already, for all I know.
Fire!
Who else knows?
One woman, she works for the charity. She won't say anything. His papers say that he was a French engineer working in Bremen, and probably a forced laborer who got away and trying to get home.
That's a perfect cover. Oh, damn, that date won't do. According to this, he came back into Belgium the day after the killing. It's got to be Max.
Who's Max?
I'll tell you later. How did he die?
Heart attack in a derelict house. A chance in a million.
Come on, let's get him ready. According to Inspector Delong, that's how the girl described him. A man in his mid-30s, mid-height, mid-weight, black overcoat, white scarf, and gym shoes.
What about the knife?
No, leave it. We don't want to make it too good. Excuse me. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's not bad.
Good, isn't it? Yes.
Dr. Kellerman, this is Max.
How do you do? A pathologist is going to know that wound was inflicted after death, if there's a post-mortem.
If it works, they won't bother.
Well, I don't see how it can work. The Germans aren't going to accept some dead body just dumped on their doorstep. There's not enough evidence for them.
It depends who delivers the body. Now, it can be done. There is a way.
What?
I can't tell you that. I mean, other people are taking risks besides us. It's better if none of you ever know.
Where's Albert?
He's waiting for someone.
Who?
He didn't say. Another drink.
Well, Jacques Canet, occupation clerk, it's time to talk. Tell me about yourself. Well, then. You might know something which could interest me. Don't you want to save your own life? Well?
Herr Sturmenfeuer.
Yes? What is it? Is this the men? Is it? You should have delivered him to us alive, Monsieur de Vivier.
Herr Sturmbannführer, we felt it was our duty to execute him ourselves. It was our way of demonstrating our loyalty to the German cause.
Yes. Yes, I could understand that. I should have liked him myself. But you have done well, monsieur.
Thank you, Herr Sturmbannführer. There are many like me, more than you realize.
Thank you for calling. Goodbye. They've arrived safely in Paris. Markham will be in Spain in 2 or 3 days' time. Ah, Monsieur Duvivier. How very pleasant for you to come and visit my restaurant.
Hello, Albert. How are you? Good
evening, good evening.
Schneider.
Now, which table shall we put you at? Yes, this one. Good. I do hope you have a very pleasant evening.
Nazi pig. Ah, Dr. Kelderman. Nice to see you again.
You heard from Yvette?
Yvette, no.
No, I've been trying to call her all the morning. It's impossible to get through to Saint-Nazaire. I hoped you might have.
What?
Haven't you heard the news?
What news?
It's on the BBC. Apparently there's been a heavy daylight raid on Saint-Nazaire. Considerable damage was done to the docks area.
Yvette?
Oh, my God, no.
Here! Over here! There's someone else in here. Never mind that woman. She's dead.